Hey guys, and welcome to a new video on my channel. Yeah, I didn't wait a whole month to make another video. This is something different, something new. Anyway, discussion video, another one of those. And the topic is Batman v Superman. And what I think of that movie. In my previous video for 2016, I mentioned Batman v Superman and said that I wasn't interested, and that's a whole nother story to go into. Well, this is the story, this video right here. What do I have to say for it? Well, to be honest, I don't think it's going to be that great. Yeah, I'm probably one of the only people that have said that because out of all the commenters I've read on a lot of articles, the general consensus of this movie, what people think it's going to be like, they think it's going to be great, it's going to be one of the best superhero movies, they think it's going to be awesome. I don't feel that way. I don't feel that way about it. And mainly where that comes from, where that resonates in me of why I don't think it's going to be that great. I mean, it'll probably be good. Maybe. I don't know. Where that resonates is it's from Man of Steel. That's where this all comes from. Now, before I go into talking about this, I want to say that this is all my opinion. If you get offended by it, you know, it's whatever, because it's my opinion. If you think it's going to be great, okay, good. Good for you. Just go see it or something. I don't know. I want you to know this is my opinion. I'm not trying to enforce this on everyone and say that everyone should take it this way. It's just my opinion. So anyway, I like DC, okay? I think they are a very great comic book industry. I like Marvel a little more, I want to mention that, but I do like DC. I mean, Superman, he's like my second favorite character of DC Comics, my first being Green Lantern. I'm very much so into DC. I haven't read many comics of them. I don't read many comics in general, but I do like the characters, I do like the world, I do like a lot of things about DC. I mean, I played Batman Arkham games. They're like one of my favorite game series. I really like Batman. I also watched the show Smallville, which wanted me to watch Man of Steel and got me into Superman universe. I know Smallville may seem a little like a girl show or kiddie show in a way. That's what I thought when I first got the first season, but I actually liked it, and it surprised me. It was a great show. I felt with watching Smallville, I knew quite a bit of stuff because they do have comic book writers write it. So I felt like I knew some stuff, had some knowledge on Superman. I did really like Superman, so I wanted to see Man of Steel. I had high hopes for it. And the trailer, especially the third trailer, if you ever watched that, it was awesome. I really was anticipating this to be good. So I wasn't able to see it in theaters, but I did rent it, I did watch it, and I was disappointed. The movie was good. I gave it on my site, if you ever go on that, around 85, a B. I thought it was good. There was a lot of good things about it, like the action was terrific, special effects were great. Zack Snyder, he is a great director. I like his style, his tones, the way he portrays action scenes, especially with the movie 300, one of my favorite comic book movies of all time. But this one just didn't hit it for me. It felt hollow in a way. A big reason for that would be the acting. You had great roles in it from Michael Shannon, who played Zod, my favorite character of the movie. You had Russell Crowe. He did a fantastic job. But then you have Henry Cavill. I think that's how you say his last name. Henry Cavill. Yeah, the guy looks like Superman, but I don't know. He just felt underwhelming. There were some parts where he looked like he had full emotion. Other parts he just looked bland. The guy was okay, I guess. He didn't really bring a lot to the table is what I thought. He had some good scenes, but overall it was just, I don't know, he was okay. He was suitable. Lois Lane, that was probably my least favorite casting choice. I like Amy Adams. I think she's a great actress, but the way they wrote her in, she didn't feel like the punchy, outgoing, straightforward, loud newswoman that I would think she'd be. I mean, I'm probably comparing it a little too much to Smallville's Erica Durant's her performance, but I don't know. I just felt like she was just anyone could play a role. That's what I just felt off of that. But besides that, the story itself, they had a lot of good. They had some good scenes, but they also had a lot of bad ones. There was one, especially in particular, with the S, Superman's S. Whenever they show him saying, "That's on my planet doesn't mean S, means hope." That's really, I picture as his family crest. I don't think of it as just the word hope. There's just certain things like that that would get me angry. Also, they didn't really fill out Superman as I wanted to. They didn't really humanize him too much. He just looked like a robot for like the whole movie. Flashbacks, they give you insight, story of him trying to bring him to life. And of course, some flashbacks look good and I get a feel for the guy. But whenever they switch to Henry Cavill, the person that's supposed to be Superman, I didn't feel much. I didn't feel much of anything. It was a entertaining movie. And it was good, but it wasn't great. It should have been a lot better. There's a lot of things they could have worked on, a lot of things they should have tweaked on. They just didn't. It could have been better. That's my general opinion of it. And that's the same way of what I feel for Batman v Superman. Batman v Superman. Last summer, I saw the trailer for it. I actually saw the leaked trailer from Comic-Con. I was awaiting it. I was really interested in seeing it. I wanted to see what it looked like. The first trailer, first glance, it looked great. After a while, I just felt this feeling like something was off. Like something wasn't going right. Something just inside me, it was just a feeling. I wasn't trashing on it right away. I wasn't hating on it. It just, something felt off. That's what I felt. Second trailer rolls around. And that, I didn't like it. I didn't like the second trailer. It was bad. It showed too much. Everyone hates on people that say the trailer shows too much in the comments, saying, well, it's not showing the whole 2 hours, you only showed a couple minutes. But there are huge plot points that you could just map out through this movie, and they unveiled a lot of things in the second trailer. Like, quite a bit. The whole Doomsday thing, or Bizarro, whichever monster it is, being made off of Zod's blood. That whole thing, yeah, I don't know. Jesse Eisenberg, oh my gosh. The third trailer came around, that was a little better. Probably the best one out of all of them. But I just still feel iffy on it. I feel skeptical of the whole thing. And I'll talk about the key moments of why I think it won't work. Number one, my main complaint is Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor. Whenever his name was revealed as Lex Luthor, I did not like that. I hated on it. I thought it was stupid, and I was waiting for footage of him to see if they could clarify anything, make sense of it. But nothing has happened so far. Whenever I see him, I see like a pothead or something. I don't see Lex Luthor. I see just some random guy with long hair who's kind of a mixture of the Riddler and the Joker, trying to come up with a Frankenstein that is Doomsday. It's not Lex Luthor. I don't see him in the guy. It makes me angry seeing that. And I don't think the movie will justify it at all. I just think he won't fill it out. I mean, maybe they might change him in the movie to where he becomes serious or something, because they did have a photo of him bald, but I don't know. I'm frustrated with the casting decision. There are some good casting decisions with this group, but there's also a lot of bad ones. Ben Affleck, I don't know. The guy looks pretty good as Batman. I like his Batman voice, and I like seeing him fight. That was good. His Bruce Wayne, which I saw in a trailer for a airline thing, and some with Alfred, I don't know. I just don't know. I hope he holds some weight to that character, but right now, I don't know. Speaking of Alfred, that guy looks like the same age as Bruce Wayne. Like probably 10 years older. Either the actor looks really young for his age, which I heard he's around 60-something years old, or what. But if they're going to base this thing off the Dark Knight Returns, then he's got to be like really old. Or, Bruce Wayne's that old, he should be Alfred should really just be dead or something. Dark Knight Returns. It's what I think this movie would have been based off of because it's Batman v Superman. They even talked about it. The comic. Everyone knows the comic. It's classic. I've seen the animated movie as well. And I was hoping for it to be just like that. But no. This movie, it looks like it has some elements of that. But the whole thing is basically just trying to jumpstart the Justice League. It even says Dawn of Justice in the title. What I think about that, I think it's going to be going so many different directions, and the movie's going to feel loose, and it's not going to feel like the movie that we all want. Putting Bruce Wayne as how old he is seems like an awful idea, because if they want to have a franchise with this guy, by the time it reaches 2020, which is their farthest away project, the Green Lantern movie, Ben Affleck's going to be in his 50s, nearing 60 years old. He can't play the character, okay? He could probably do something, but everyone else is going to be so much younger than him. It just felt so weird to do this now. I feel like they should have had this movie towards the end of their run with these actors instead of putting it at the beginning. It probably would have served just a heavier story and a great send-off, not just the start of something. That's how I feel about this. I don't know. Wonder Woman being inserted here, I feel like this movie's going to get bloated, especially whenever they talk about other Justice League members showing up. It's just, I feel like everything should be focused on Superman and Batman. That's the whole thing that should be going on. It should be focused on them, their conflicts, certain themes, and just their points, their messages of all this. That's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about, let's bring in this villain, that villain, let's have them all fight him at the end, and let's have them toss around a few jokes here and there, and let's hope that, this Justice League movie comes out soon, because that's what we're all trying to make in this movie. I feel like it should be its own thing, not trying to start another thing. That's just how I feel. This movie just seems like it's going to be underwhelming, and it's going to be a letdown. Just like Man of Steel. I'm not going to say it's going to be bad. I think it's going to be probably okay, but it's not going to be anything great, like people say. And that's how I feel about this movie. That's what I think is going to happen. Right, guys, that's pretty much all I had to say about this. If you like this video, click the like button. If you didn't like it, you didn't like my opinion, well, I guess don't press dislike, okay? It's my opinion, alright? Sorry about the whole camera angle that had going on about it being going up there. I didn't really check it. I should have checked that to see if it worked. Anyway, before I go, I wanted to give one more opinion on this movie by my youngest brother, Maxwell. If you could just tell me what he thought about it. Maxwell, you gonna come over here?
I thought it was going to be like a 89.
89%?
Yeah.
Well, then that's really good. I mean, that's a B+. That's what you think it's going to end up being by trailers?
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Since the trailer.
Well, why do you think it's going to be that good?
Maybe because it has Superman in it. And Batman.
So that's the reason why you go to 89? Just because it has Superman and Batman in it?
And it has good villains.
You're like who?
Just people that's villains, and they're like robbers and those.
Okay, Maxwell, thanks for your opinion there.
You're
yeah.
welcome.
I feel like that's where the majority of talk goes for this movie. Why people think it's going to be great. Because of the title, the names, and a lot of that goes to fanboy. Bye. So anyway, that's usually what happens. Fanboying happens a lot. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.